Finally, the long-awaited resentencing hearing for the Menendez brothers took place in Los Angeles, and then, just shortly after it began, the judge delayed everything again by weeks. Let me tell you what happened and why. Hello, my fam. Perez Hilton here, the queen of all media, the original influencer. And before the meeting even began, the new Los Angeles County District Attorney, Nathan Hochman, tried to derail the proceedings. The DA's office filed a motion to delay the brothers' resentencing hearing, but thankfully the judge said, we're going ahead. And then things derailed. Remember, I mentioned to you all recently that California Governor Gavin Newsom had ordered a comprehensive risk assessment of the brothers to determine if they would be a threat to society if released from prison, where they've been behind bars for over 34 years for the schmurders of their parents. That was because the brothers, while also asking for the resentencing, are pursuing other paths to freedom. Their habeas corpus, which would mean let's get a new trial because we have information, evidence that was not factored in during the original proceedings, and they've also asked for a pardon from Gavin Newsom. This risk assessment will be factored into a parole board hearing that is set to happen in June, and then Newsom will decide whether to grant them clemency or not pardon them. Well, prior to the start of their resentencing hearing, the DA said that it was important for the court to obtain a copy of the comprehensive risk assessment of the brothers, which has been completed already. Or so, that is what Nathan Hochman has argued. However, Governor Newsom's office says in a statement, quote, "The comprehensive risk assessment is not complete and it remains ongoing. Per California legal regulations, one component of it has been released to the involved parties for their review 60 days before the clemency hearing and is subject to correction. Our office notified Judge Jessic of the status of this report, which is not a standalone risk assessment, and offered to share it with the court should he request it. The risk assessment will be complete on June 13th. And before the resentencing hearing began and things went haywire, the DA held a press conference outside with a lot of grandstanding. He is playing politics. The Menendez brothers were not in court in Van Nuys, but they did appear live from the prison that they're at via a video feed. During a break from the proceedings, Mark Garago, the lawyer for the Menendez brothers, says that the district attorney's office has jumped the shark. Hochman is firmly against resentencing and believes that the brothers are not rehabilitated and have not taken accountability and are liars. The prior LA County District Attorney, Jorge Gascon, was in favor of their release. So, the two main issues that caused this hearing to now be delayed until next month are: the LA County DA's office filed a motion on whether the comprehensive risk assessment report on the brothers is admissible as part of the resentencing hearing. That needs to be addressed before the hearing can move forward. And here's an even bigger play from the Menendez brothers. Mark Garagos has filed a motion to recuse the LA County District Attorney's office from the case. How would that even work? How would that work? I mean, I guess you don't need the DA's office. It's really ultimately up to the judge, right? Right. The risk assessment report ordered by Gavin Newsom was not intended for consideration at this week's hearing, but it quickly took center stage in the courtroom. As for the motion to dismiss the DA's office, the DA says, "We are aware of the defense's concerns and welcome the opportunity to address them in court. Our office remains committed to ethical and impartial prosecution. We believe the facts will demonstrate that our conduct has been professional, appropriate, and in the interest of justice." Garagos, their attorney, says that the judge has full authority to proceed with resentencing under a California law passed in 2023 that allows a court to recall a sentence and initiate resentencing at any point in time. Under the law, courts can reduce penalties based on a variety of factors, including a prisoner's age and their conduct while incarcerated. So the DA's office doesn't need to be involved. It's not up to them. And as I've shared with you all, their family collectively is advocating for the Menendez brothers to be released from prison. Ana Maria Baralt, a cousin of theirs, says of the latest developments in court that just went down, quote, "Today was a little bit disappointing for us as a family. There have been some delays in this process that were unforeseeable, like the wildfires, that of course we have great patience for. This is another delay that is not so much, but we will continue to show up as a family." Drama, drama, drama. Thoughts? Let's discuss it all in the comments section.